So let us move on to our next topic, laity. Yes. This is question for Jon, next to Marilyn, of course. But yes, I believe laity is important in the church. Yes. Yeah. And why do you think laity and their participation in ministry is important?
Well, for me, laity are important because I think, they're the lifeblood of the church. They're the ones that go out the church door and out into the world in so many different places and are in contact with, the wider community. They're the ones that either through, sharing their faith or living their faith with other people, they're the ones that kind of represent the church out there. They're the ones that kind of have their kind of the boots on the ground kind of thing.
Yes.
And pastors can't be everywhere.
Yes.
They can't be everything to everybody.
Right.
They have a lot of studying to do and preparation, and of course the conference keeps them pretty busy too.
Yes.
And so the work of the church really is, and all Christians really are called to that work.
Right.
And just because you're not a pastor doesn't mean you can't do that kind of work. Like you said, it could be very simple tasks. Helping a neighbor, a kind word, a kind gesture, letting somebody know, in a moment maybe you could share your faith when someone's struggling. And in my life, laity have really been very important. I've had several pastors that were very important to me growing up. But really it was the laity of the church who really committed their time, and they volunteered. And they were the ones that really nurtured me, because they were able to spend more time with me than the pastor can. The pastor has so many responsibilities. They have a family as well. And, so it was really the lay members who nurtured me and brought me up in the church. Not to say that pastors haven't been influential, but it was the laity who spent so much time and sharing, and many of them I'm still in contact with today, close family friends, and are very important people to me. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to stay in the church, and why I became a teacher, really, because some of those lay people and the effect they've had on me.
Yes.
And Christ, he didn't reach out to theologians. He grabbed fishermen and ordinary people to do the work in the early church.
Yes.
And so, I'm pretty ordinary. We're all pretty ordinary, so I think we all can be equipped in one way or another.
Yes.
We're all not great disciples, but we can do our part.
Yes, right. Okay, thank you, Jon. Yes, that's nice. Because yes, I'm a pastor serving 3 congregations, Horton, Whiting, and Netawaka. But if it's just me who speak, who preach, doing everything, it'll be just Young's style. Yes, Horton, Whiting, Netawaka, they are different and diverse, but it'll be just one style. Hey, Young, you are the pastor, you are style. I don't want the church to be like that. Because of each of you in the church, we can be whole body of Christ. Yes, thank you, Jon. Okay. Yes, Marilyn, what do you think about laity? Why do you think laity and their participation are important?
Well, I think many years ago, people only thought laity were a few certain people. They didn't consider everybody in the church as laity.
Yes.
And that they all had a special part in it. And Jon took one of my lines, because I said the pastor can't be everywhere at the same time.
You can't call him.
And so we do share in different things. You ask us sometimes if we would do this, and you'll ask somebody else another time to do something, and so, and I think that's good, because a lot of times nobody will maybe volunteer to do something, but if they're asked, it's the pastor asking, and who's going to tell the pastor no? So
thank you.
or anyway, that's how I feel. It's
Yes.
like I wouldn't tell the pastor no. So I think that by being a part of laity and being an active part of the laity, you learn different aspects of the church. I mean, it's not just Sunday morning worship, come in, sit down, sing a few songs and listen to the sermon and go home. That there's many other parts in it throughout the whole year. And so by being active in all of those other different times of year, when we do special services for Easter and for Thanksgiving, at times we've done services and we've had special Christmas programs. All of those things couldn't be just done by the pastor.
Right.
We had,
Yes, it is.
in older days, we had organists, and so they would play, and we had a song leader that could lead the children and the congregation in singing, and different ones of, all of those that are Sunday school teachers and in charge of different groups. All of those are laity. They just don't realize that that's what it is. And so if we didn't have all of everyone doing those different things, church wouldn't be very fun. I think it would be it wouldn't be boring, but I'm not sure what the word is I'm looking for, but
It would be not excited, at
you
least.
don't want to listen to just one person
Right.
the whole time, and by breaking it up and sharing others, you have no idea when others come and tell their stories that some of the things they've shared, you couldn't imagine some of the things that they've had to go through in their lives. So I think it's not quite as important as having a pastor, but it's definitely up there close to it.
Yes, right. So let us look at each other, even this evening. So we have Jon, Marilyn, and myself, and Greg Scott. If pastor can do everything by himself, I can just sit here, just taking some selfie video. Okay, what's the Netawaka UMC? This is something. Okay, what's the role of laity? I can say, but I don't think that's meaningful. Yes. So your idea, your thoughts make our conversation rich, and even we have someone who can help us to make a video, and we have someone who will watch this video. So yes, so that's why I even would like to listen to the opinions, those who watch this video. So yeah, thank you. It reminds me of that, Marilyn. Thank you. So each of us enrich the body of Christ.